Well, I have had quite a week. So my little princess, Evelyn, she was very, very poorly last week. We went to bed at about 3:30 in the morning because I got home from work at 3, and she was absolutely fine. Had her bedtime treats, had a cuddle, all the normal. Woke up 5 hours later and she'd got hemorrhagic diarrhea. She was really poorly. She wasn't keeping any fluids in, so she was off to my vets, and from there they did some scans and she was transferred to the vet hospital. Vets now in Manchester. Huge shout out to them because they were absolutely fantastic. She was at ITU for 2 days. And came home, and you are doing really well, aren't you now? Yes, you are. I'm going to say hello. So she's still on restricted walks because of her stem cell treatment, but she was really poorly, and we're still waiting for the results. We've got some referrals to go to and things like that. But I thought this would be a good opportunity to just talk about how to support your dog if they've got an upset tummy, and if you've got a multi-dog household as well. Now, obviously, if they're not keeping in fluids and you're really concerned, then you just need to go off to the vets. But a lot of diarrhea and vomiting is actually fairly simple, obviously not in Evie's case. But I've got a multi-dog household, so one of my first concerns after I dropped her home from the vets was I need to make sure that no one else gets sick. So got my essential oils out. I was diffusing ones that are very, very good supporting the immune system, blends of things like rosemary and wild orange in. I love geranium. That was a really good one. Geranium and melissa, both very, very good to support the immune system. And they're also really good for anxiety as well, because it was actually really stressful for my dogs to not have Evie in the house. They weren't so bad day one because they'd been used to her being in the vets for stem cell treatment. But then I really noticed day 2 and day 3, they were really starting to get agitated and not quite, and feeling they seemed really unsettled. Bless her heart, she just wants to be out running around. So I was diffusing those oils. I was also adding some oils into their food as well, because the ones I was using were safe for internal use. And so we were using things, again, good old lemon, that's a really good one. Also things to support the digestive system. So they all had some digestive enzymes, and they were having a blend that's got things like peppermint and coriander in, and cardamom to support their gastrointestinal tract. So hopefully they weren't going to get ill, and nobody did get ill, which was a real relief. I also did a little recipe as well, courtesy of Emma Rutherford from the Natural Canine Kitchen. So it was a really good meatloaf. So I made it primarily for Evie for so I could take it to the vets for her to eat. But also I gave it to the dogs. It was really gentle on their tummies, and just in case they were feeling ill, I thought this was a good one. So hopefully Emma won't mind me sharing the recipe. But it was literally, I had don't you try and jump, make a break for freedom. Basically, it was about 1 kilogram of pork mince. You could use turkey mince if you can get it. I couldn't get it. And then I had about 1/2 kilo of sort of pork chunks as well. Mixed in with that was 6 eggs beaten up. And pre-mixing that in, I cut up some and lightly steamed some veg, so they were cooked twice. So the veg I added in was courgette. I did aubergine, and butternut squash. I was also going to add in some apple, but I didn't, as it ends up. But just really easy digestible veg. Cooked it twice, mixed it all in with the mixed, and then baked it in the oven on about 180 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes till it was done. And then it was great to serve up, and I portioned it up into 100-gram servings and took it off to some meals off to the vets, and she absolutely loved it. And it was really gentle on their stomachs, because that's really important for recovery meals, that things are gentle on tummies. And I see so much where people are like, oh, I'm giving chicken and rice. No, rice isn't digestible, so just leave off the chicken. Things that are, I mean, I don't feed my dogs chicken because it's a bit of a dirty meat, but also it's not great if you've got dogs with arthritis. But I love butternut squash, sweet potato. I might do some white fish or eggs, or turkey, or pork, anything that's not very fatty and that's easy to digest. And I add in some digestive enzymes as well. If you've got any questions, sorry about the background noise. Evie, you want to get on camera, don't you? She's doing really well. She's doing very well. She's just desperate to get out and have a play. But it won't be too long now. She's had a little bit of a mooch around the field, and we'll give her another mooch in a bit. But if you've got any questions, let me know. Take care. Bye.